right, 5.7. 5.7, Y-intercept. Y-intercept. What that means is on a graph where the line crosses the y-axis. So on a graph, you have your y-axis. And when you graph a line, this way, could go this way, could go this way, on a graph, all the points where it crosses the y-axis is called the y-intercept. So right here, these are all spots of the y-intercept, where they cross the y-axis. So by looking at it on a graph, it's easy to see, because you can just go, there it is, there it is, there it is, there's your y-intercept. But if you don't have a graph, and you just have a table of ordered pairs, the t-charts, all you have to do in your t-charts, x, y, is look for anything that follows a 0. 0, 4. Where would that cross on this graph up here?
Y.
Up at the 4 here. If you have 0, negative 2, your y-intercept, it would cross on the y down here at the negative 2. 0, 7, that means it would cross up here at the 7 somewhere. All right? That's your y-intercept. On a table, anything that follows the 0 is your y-intercept. So what is it if it's 0 and 0? What is your y-intercept? What do you call that?
Origin.
The origin. Absolutely. Now another thing we need to remember, we talked about this in a previous lesson, the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. In this formula, the m is our what? Slope. Get this in your notes, please. This is the y, the slope-intercept form. We're going to be using this all day in the notes to refer to. The m is the slope. The b is your y-intercept. That tells us where it's going to cross on the graph on the y-axis. So for instance, if I have the equation y equals 2x minus 3. I'm just doing this one as an example. This one isn't in your notes. What did we say? What is with the x? This is our what? That is our slope. This is our y-intercept. I can graph that without doing a t-chart or anything. First thing I do is I go to the y-intercept. Tells me it's going through at the negative 3, right down here. So I put a dot there. And I know my slope is a positive 2. That means a positive 2 over 1. Rise over run. So from here I can run a positive 1. And then where?
Up to 2.
Up 2. Run 1, up 2. Or left 1, down 2. See how you can just put that, oops, except for you would draw a nice straight line. That makes a straight line. That's our graph. What's my y-intercept? Negative 3. What's my slope of that graph? A positive 2. That's the slope of that line. All right? Now, with that knowledge, the first page, page 1 of your worksheet today, only has you doing this, listing the b. The b is the what again?
The y.
The y-intercept. Y equals mx plus b. We want to find the y-intercept. Well, that's easy. I look at this. What's on the y-axis? Where is my y-intercept? The negative 2. So, negative 2. Done. How about on b? Where's my y-intercept?
0.
0. Pretty simple, right? How about C? What's my y-intercept?
Negative 2.
-2. D. Where's my y-intercept?
There's no Y-intercept.
There isn't one. It doesn't cross the y, does it? So do I say 0? No, because that means it would go through the 0. It would be this one. Or where'd that one go? Up here. None. You have to write the word none. Now, before we go on, even though the first page of your worksheet doesn't do this in your notes, I want to show you now what's the slope of these, because this will be the back second page of your homework today. We found the y-intercept. What is the m? M. I want to know the slope now. What is the m of this line, and this line, and this line, and this line? What is the slope of these lines? Rise over run. If we use this point, we could use what? This one here? So, rise over run. I'm going to run a, what? To the left one. Is that a positive or a negative one? Negative 1. I rise 4. So what's my slope? To the simplest form, I would accept 4 over -1 or -4 over 1. But what's the best, simplest answer? So the slope is -4. I could write my equation for that line then. It would be y equals a what? What x?
Y equals -4.
Yep, a -4x and a -2. Because a plus a -2 turns into just a -2, right? So I put that in, and that's the equation of that line. What's my slope here? What's my rise over my run? By looking at it, it's going to be what? Positive or negative slope?
Negative. Positive.
Yep, positive slope. It's going to be a positive what? How many do I run?
4.
Does that go on top or bottom?
Bottom.
Rise over run. And then I rise how many?
1.
So my slope,
1/4.
what would my equation be? Y equals 1/4 x. Do I put plus 0? Would I count it wrong? Probably not, but do you need the plus 0? No. That's all you would need. What's the slope here? Think of yourself skiing. Woohoo! Skis, skis. I'm a bad drawer. There's snow flying everywhere. This person's got his stocking cap on. Oh, gotta give him some poles. Is he gonna go anywhere?
No.
So what kind of a slope is that?
It looks like he's in a boat with the bird attached.
I know, I'm not an
And those
artist.
little things are like the paddles.
So, what is my slope, did you say?
0.
My slope is 0. Now how would I write this equation then? Y equals mx plus b. Do I have a slope?
Yeah.
It's 0x. What happens when you go 0x? This turns into y equals 0 times anything is 0. So y equals, what's my b? We're at the -2. Y equals a -2. That's what that graph is. What's my slope here, kamikazes? If you're up here and skiing, you're not going to know where you're going to fall. What's your slope? Undefined. Nice. Y equals, what's my slope? We don't know.
Would you just put a question?
Do we have a
No, you don't.
y-intercept?
Nope.
No. Do we know what x is? Is this a function?
No.
No. So this line, when it's vertical, what is it? It's not y equals, it's x equals what? This one would be x equals 3. Next page. These are the tables I'm talking about. These two are easy. These two are easy. What is the y-intercept? Blurt it.
-7.
Yes, why is it a -7?
Because it's x is 0 and y is -7.
Right here, our ordered pair on a graph. 0, right here, negative 7. It would cross the y-axis down here somewhere at the negative 7. Anything that follows the 0 is your y-intercept.
So they're always one.
Okay, and this one is easy as well. What's our y-intercept?
1.
A 1. Follows the 0. It's a 1. Now, the next page, they have it switched around like you're just asking. That's where it goes through the x-axis, but is there a 0 over here in the x?
No.
No, we'd have to go fill it in here. Negative 2, negative 1, 0. Let's fill in this side to see what we get. What am I doing? What's the pattern? 1 to 2, 2 to 3. What am I doing here?
Adding 1.
I'm adding 1. So 3 plus 1 is?
4.
What's 4 plus 1?
5.
5 plus 1.
6.
So what's my y-intercept?
6.
We just figured it out. It is 6. What's my slope? What's my pattern for the y? What did we just say our pattern for the y is? Plus 1, right? Does the y go on top or bottom?
Top.
So I put a plus 1 on the top. What's my pattern going down for the x's?
-1.
That would be,
Negative.
am I minusing 1?
Adding.
Oh, no, you're adding.
I'd have to add 1. Negative 5 plus 1 is a negative 4, so that goes here. What's my slope for that line? 1 over 1 equals 1. So the equation would be y equals
1x.
x plus 6. Or you could put your 1 here, 1x plus 6. Same thing. All right, now here, no 0 here, so we got to fill it in. 0, 3, 2, 1, 0. What's my pattern going up?
3.
Adding 3 plus 3. So what's 11 plus 3?
13. No, it's 14.
You said I'm plussing 3. It'd be 14. Is that what we want to get? No, so we want to do what?
-3.
Nice. We want to minus 3. So what's 11 minus 3? 8. So it'd be 1 and 8. What's 8 minus 3? 5. So what is my y-intercept now? 5. What's my slope? We just figured it out here. What is my y? What's the pattern for the y on the top here?
-3.
-3. Now we went from bottom up, it was a -3, so bottom up, what is that? 3 to a 2, what do I do? Am I plussing or minusing 1? Minus, I'm minusing 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 is, so it's a -1 down here, and -3 over there. What's my slope? A negative over a negative makes a positive. So these turn into a positive 3 over 1, or better yet, just 3. So everybody together, what's my equation? Y equals 3x plus 5. You guys are going to be good on these next lessons because you're learning even more than what you need to today. So this is good. I just got to fix my page here. Hang on a second. All right, let's just do quickly. Let's just go through the y-intercepts time-wise here. What is the y? The b. I only want the b on this page.
2.
B is close, not a 2, but a -2. Now f of x, who remembers what f of x means? Yep, awesome. That means just y. Y equals 13. What's my slope here? I'm going to ask you here anyway. What's my slope?
7.
My slope would be 7. What's my slope here? If I have a negative x, what's my slope? Oh, you guys are good. That is a -1. You're right. Okay, y equals, what's my y-intercept? What is my y-intercept here?
0.
It is 0. We don't write none because it would be plus 0, but we don't write it. What's my slope? 5 over 7. 5/7 is my slope. Okay, what's my b? -9. What would be my slope?
2.
Close.
Negative.
Yes, -2/3. You guys are on fire.
B, how'd you get -1?
On B, I got a negative up here. A negative x, there's an assumed 1 there.
Oh.
There you go, good question. How about down here, what's my y-intercept? This is x equals a negative 3, so if I graph that, here's a negative 3 over here, it would look like this on my graph.
0.
So what is my y-intercept? That's an undefined slope.
None.
I heard it. What is it?
None.
None. It does not have one. You can't put 0 because it doesn't go through the origin here anywhere. It's none. So what is the y-intercept here?
-3.
Yeah, negative 3. Because that would look like this on the graph. Y equals a negative 3. Right there is what it would look like.
Oh, this is.
Now we do both of them here. I think, is this the last page?
Yeah.
So we have A, B, C, and D left in our notes. Now that we've done all those practices, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to figure these out in your notes. And then hold up your answer on your boards. Write M equals, just like they have it here. M equals and B equals. Tell me what your slope is and your y-intercept.
We hold up the board for every.
All right. Everybody did really well on the y-intercept because that was an easy one. We didn't even have to figure it out. They gave it to us. It is 2. Now we have to figure out a pattern. 2 to 1, 1 to 0. What were they doing? Minusing 1 going down, right? Going down here, what were they doing? They were plussing 2 on this side. So now I put the y on the top, the x on the bottom. My slope is a negative 1/2. All right. B. Hold up your M and your B. All right. Very fast answers there. Pretty easy. Everybody knew that the y-intercept was 8. But then you look at the x and you go, oh, is that an 8 too? Do I add these? Well, what's with our x here? An assumed 1. So our slope is 1. All right, C. Give that one a shot. Hold up your answer for C. Oh, this one was fun. All right, I'm laughing still at some of those answers. And faces I was getting. Okay, easy part, where does it cross the y-axis? At the 0. What is my slope? Well, I'm going to pick a point probably here, or you could go here, it doesn't matter. But just looking at this slope, what kind of a line is that?
A negative.
It is definitely a negative. It is linear, it's straight, but it's a negative. So, what's my run? If I go to this one, I go left, which is how many? Left, a negative 1 over the rise, 1, 2, 3. So how do I simplify 3 over a negative 1?
-3.
A negative 3. So tell me out loud what my equation would be. Y equals
Negative 3x plus 0.
plus 0, and we wouldn't need this, would we? Excellent, nice. As soon as you get the right answer for D, you can pick up your packet over here. Pages 1 and 2 due Monday, all right? Nicely done. Now here we had to figure it out because the 0 is in here. So 2, 1, 0, we have to fill in the chart. So what did I do? 7 to what to get to 3?
-4.
Minus 4, right. So what's 3 minus 4? What's 3 minus 4? Negative 1? What's a negative 1 minus 4? Negative 5. So my y-intercept is negative 5. Now my slope, I know going up, we did a negative 4. What am I doing going up this way then? I'm minusing 1. What's a minus 4 over a minus 1?
A 4.
A positive 4. What would my equation be here? Y equals
4x plus
Plus 5.
minus 5. Nice job, you guys. That's excellent. All right, pages 1 and 2.